Hi guys, so today I have a video for you sponsored by Tonic Studios. It is for their new bundle here, the milk churn bundle, I guess is what I would call it. They did send these items free of charge for my review, and of course all opinions are my own. And any links in the description box will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items to those links. Now, as you guys know, I get samples, so yours will not look like this. They will be packaged very nicely with carrier, with some inspo. A lot of times things come with instructions if they need that. Something like this, I'm not sure if it would have instructions, but it's very easy to work with. So I don't know if you can see already, we have a little blister pack, and definitely check the link as far as what comes in your bundle. I have I think one blister pack, but generally in the past it's usually been a pack of them. And then we have the die set and the stamps. So let me separate this here. Actually, I'm going to take this die. So this is the die that actually would cut the aperture for your little milk churn. Look how cute that is. Oh my gosh. I recently actually got a milk churn, but they're new age and has a paddle and you roll it, but I haven't tried it yet, but I'm very much looking forward to it. It just got delivered. So that's what this die is for. So I'm going to put it to the side for now, but let's see what's in here. So we have the blister pack. Again, you can put it in there and the little belly and put whatever it is that you want to put in there. Sorry. Oh, I want to mention about the Tonic blister packs, like their shakers. It's like a thicker thing. I don't know if you can see. It's not flat, or a little bit flat. It has a really good dimension in there, so you can pop some different things in there. So let's check this out. So along with the stamp set, photopolymer stamp set, look at this. How sweet if you stamp that on there, because that's very old school, very much the kind of pattern that you would see on something like this, like a ceramic crock, I suppose, if you wanted. Then we have these little guys here. Oh, the sun's coming up. Looks so pretty out my window. I just got distracted by that. It says home, flowers, garden, dairy, milk. Look at the little cow. Little garden. Oh my gosh, the garden is my happy place. And then some flowers. I mean, tons of ways to play with this. I love just these sweet images. Very homey. And then the die set. So we have our little milk churn, and then it has like different decorations if you want to use that for embossing. We have like a little, like a label or a plaque, I suppose, and then a different little circle you can pop in there if you would like. It has the embossing there. It says plants on this one. It has lots of different really sweet dyes, and I've been interested in this kind of thing recently. It looks like lavender, and what you can do is just cut these out of like black paper and just make it look really artsy, or cut it out of white paper and color them. So these are really, really awesome. And then this one here has like a taller look to it, some stems. We have like these little flowers. We have the more beautiful kind of, I don't know why I want to say chrysanthemum looking flower, and then that has the inner. It's not a drop in, it cuts its own thing, and then you have the shadow layer, cuts its own leaf, shadow layer, another leaf, shadow layer, with this one. Oh, look at this one, it looks like a little maple leaf. It says flower market. So hopefully what you can see here, it's a milk churn die set, but basically what they want you to do is like make it into a bouquet, You can set up your own little arrangement however you want, or use it as the milk churn and do it that way. A little bow, again with the inner and then the shadow. Little tag that says love, another leaf, some sprigs. Oh, look at the little pumpkins and like sunflower down here. Again, that die, and then the outer die, little leaf. And it says this way, and then like a little sign, and then of course you can pop in this way, or flower market in there. So I'm going to do is grab some paper and we will get started. Okay guys, so I think for my project what I'm going to do is just on this white card, this is like marker paper, but you probably, watercolor paper or anything that you would like. What we're going to do is cut a bunch of these guys. So I'm going to take all like the lavender ones, and I think I'm going to make like a little bouquet. Earlier I said these look like stems, but I think what it is it wraps around right here. Like it's supposed to look like a little ribbon you might put there, and then you have your bow. However you want to use it. I think it also looks like stems, so if you want to use it for that, go for that. But I'm going to cut all these different things. So these pieces, the big guy, this other one, all from this white paper. And I think what I'm going to do is use some watercolor, or maybe, markers, water-based markers, to just cut a bunch of these little guys. So I'll just cut out several, and then we're going to come back and we'll make our little butter churn that's going to be like holding the flowers, like an arrangement. But I will be right back. Like I said, I don't know if I'm gonna use all of these. I just cut several, and all I'm gonna do is take some of these brushes, and I could rub it right on here, but I think I'll place it down here. Let's say I have like this lighter purple, And I can put it right to the paper, but I'm going to do that. Pick up a little bit with a water brush. Make sure that water's going. And let's say like this one. Let me make sure I have it on the right side. Oh, I don't want the rough cut side. And I'm just going to add color to it. Again, this is marker paper, so it's going to take the water a little bit differently, or the color a little bit differently. So that's a light purple. And then maybe put down some of this darker purple. Pick up a little bit of that. And as you can see, there's no rhyme or reason here. It's just putting down color, and it looks really cool. I'll show you in just a minute. And then some green. And you can use different water brushes. You don't have to keep the same one. I just kind of clean it off a little bit, maybe on a paper towel. And this is just some green, and I'll put that on the little stem. So as you can see, it's just very delicate. And I'll do that with all of them. And since this is all pretty much lavender, and then I have some of these little flowers, I might do like an orange color. I like the way orange and purple look together, so I'll do that one with orange. And again, still a green stem, okay? And then I'm just going to take a moment to color these guys in, and I'll be right back. My pieces here, you can see them, they're kind of tucked away there. What I'm going to do is work on the card base. So I have this Blue Blossom paper, which is really sweet, kind of country feeling, so I thought this was a nice one to start with. It is 6x6 paper, so I'm going to do a 5x7 card. This is a 5x7 card blank that's just ready to go. I think I'm going to use this one. Look how sweet that is. Very country. Both sides are really nice. But I want to go with that blue, kind of bluish purple tone there. Again, we can cut this paper down in fun ways if you wanted to. You know, I'll probably do that. I'll do the decal edge with the denim blue. But for this one, it is 6 inches, so that means it's an inch smaller than the 7 side. So I'm going to make it an inch smaller than the 5. So 4x6. And then I'm going to mat that with some denim blue. I really love this denim blue color. I kind of use it kind of often here. It's just a classic card. And again, I will cut this one, like I said, with a decal edge trimmer, just to add some more texture. So again, with the decal edge, I always recommend cutting the first cut a little bit bigger than what you want. So let's say this is going to be, let me think, don't 4.5. Yeah, so 4.5 by 6.5. So I'm gonna go a little bit bigger than 4.5. And then on this side, I want this to be 6.5. So let's see. I'm going to eyeball that. I know this goes to 6, and I could probably just take off the excess, knowing how wide my paper is. But I'm just going to, down here, eyeball 1/2 inch. More is right here, so I'm going to put that there, and I want it a little bit bigger than that, so I'm going to go a little bit bigger than 6.5. And I mean just like 1/8 inch larger than 6.5. Now on this side, I will take it to the 4.5. That way it gave me some room to actually cut that decal. If you cut it at 4.5 to begin with, you're not going to have anything extra to cut on this side of it. Hope that makes sense. So 4.5. And 6.5, I'm not going to measure it since I have a pretty good idea. I left myself like 1/8 inch, so I'm kind of just overlapping about 1/8 inch over here. And that's fine with me. Let me see here. So I'll have that with that cool decal edge, and then this guy. So I'm just going to glue these together, okay, these, and I'll be right back. Again, just gluing this down, trying to keep that 1/4 inch. Of course, I'm just eyeballing, but 1/4 inch all around here. Okay, so that is our card base. Now, so I want to cut out my little milk churn. I'm just making like a scene. I'm not gonna put the shaker element in, but we can talk about it as we go along there. Oh, little flower from something. Okay, so I am gonna put the background piece, and I'm just gonna cut it from craft cardstock, so just like that, plain, just the way it is. And then this little guy is what I'm gonna use for my milk churn. It's just some cream colored paper, kind of a heavyweight paper. And this again has some embossing areas. And I'm also going to use this little embossed area just to put some more texture in there. I was going to use a pearlescent paper, and actually I'm not sure why I changed my mind, but that would be really lovely because it'll just make it look like ceramic more. But this is just texture we want to add here. So of course tape those down so they do not move. And I'll run both these through and I'll be right back. So let's see. Oh, so pretty with that little texture in there. And let me tell you the size of this. Of course, the outer die is going to be a little bit larger. It's like 4 1/8 roughly by about 3 inches. And that's the largest die here. So we're going to place these like this. But I also want to decorate this. So I do have blue mineral. Now we could stamp first and then do this if you want to use your dies, you know, however it is that you want to decorate it. There's lots of cute things here. I'm going to put that to the side. So what I mean stamp first is I would stamp like that main image. Sorry, yeah, so I would stamp the main image and then go from there. But, oh, I need to put this stamp away. I'm going to put it to the side for now. All right. You know, just stamp it and then put your die over it and center it. If you were going to use the blister pack, there's different ways of using the blister and the die. Let me get that out actually so we can talk about that real quick right now. So basically what you want to do is you want to cut an aperture into your item, and I'm not sure if it would be that one or this one or both. It depends where you want to put your blister. It really is meant to embed into the card. So like if it was in here, maybe this card layer would be on top so that you don't see this part of it. So this guy helps you cut into as many pieces as you need it to cut into. And then once you have that aperture cut, this nestles right in there. Okay, so hopefully you've seen maybe in the past I've used them, and of course the design team and other Tonic videos. So I'll put that to the side for now. But what I'm going to do is stamp on this as it's sitting here. So I am using a stamp tool for this first one because I want to make this darker, that little design, and then use this one but do it lighter. So hopefully that makes sense. But just, it's the same color, it just hopefully will give a different look to it. So we have this little guy on our little churn. So pretty. Super traditional, so cute. Okay. Let me put this back. Oh. And again, this is photopolymer stamps, so you do want to get them ready. I'm just kind of rubbing. This is blue mineral. It's a very light color to begin with, so that's why I know I'm gonna build it up. Yeah, super light. So I'll probably stamp it a few times. I like the dusty blue, kind of dusty rose, those kind of colors on this kind of thing. Look at that. I'm gonna do it one more time. Maybe 2 more times. Just building up that color. Oh, so sweet. That's actually really nice. Just like that. Let's go one more, and then for the other 2, the little hearts that I want to kind of accent with, I'm going to do those lighter, so I'll probably just stamp those once or twice. So we built up the color there. And then I'll remove this. Clean that off in a minute. Then we have this little guy. We have these little hearts. I mean, there's lots of fun things you can play with. I'm going to stamp these guys. Well, you know, usually I'll put one here and one here. But maybe I'll just put it down at the bottom since we have that. Or up here. I mean, there's lots of places you can put this same little stamp. And I'm just putting it right down that center. And again, I want this to be lighter, that way that looks more, that one shines more. It's just like a little accent. So I'll probably do it 2 or 3 times. Yeah, just like that, just a little ghosting of color. I think I'm going to put a bow here, so that's why I'm not really messing with that area, but we can stamp it again up here or wherever it is you want. Let me clean up and I'll be right back. I'm going to put it somewhere like this. Now this can pop up, you know, whatever it is that you want to do with it. Now I'm thinking maybe I should pop this layer. That's what I'll probably do. I'll put this flat, and then I'll put dimensional adhesives. And I kind of wanted it, actually I was going to put it outside of this just to do something different. Make it look like placemat or a wall or something, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So it's off the edge. Now let me think, if I'm going to pop this up, yeah, let's do that. Okay, so let me put some dimensional adhesives on the back of this, and I'm going to avoid this area because I'm going to tuck my flowers in there. So I'm just going to put these little guys like where I can, but out towards these edges. Okay, and I'll be right back. Okay, these little foam dots are getting a little bit old, so I'm going to put a little extra glue on them too. I like that the outline die is just like a little something, you know? Not too much there. And like I said, I left that top part open because what I'm going to do is audition my little flowers that we cut, where I might want to put them. You know? I think I'm going to start with these larger ones. Oh my gosh, it's so full already. And then again, do you want to glue them down completely or give them a little movement? So I'd probably do something like that. I mean, that looks lovely already. I have plenty of greenery. We have little sprigs. So I think I'm going to build this up like if I were a florist here. So what I'm going to do is put a little glue down here, down here. Again, you can do this with hot glue if you feel more comfortable, because I'm just going to add. So as you can see, I flatten that a little bit, but not really. I'm going to let it stick up and out. Same thing with this guy. Just putting glue, not too much. Oh, you know what? I think I wanted to put a leaf behind there. I might not push that down for a little bit. But that's all I'm going to do. I'm just going to come in and take some pieces and put them here and there. Like that one looks good there. These little guys I'll probably put towards the front. Have some larger bits that can go in the back over here. Okay, so I'm just going to keep doing that. Adding in the greenery and just popping things in. Okay, I'm just placing that last little orange one. How sweet is that? I might tuck these back in a little bit just to get them, you know, from behind there. But other than that, I mean, look at that. So sweet. Okay, what I'm going to do is just stamp, I think the garden is my happy place, and maybe some black ink just so it pops. And then I'll be right back. So I'm just going to stamp that on some white paper. Okay, so from here I just stamped the garden is my happy place on some white paper. And then, you know, I went into my Eternal Moments memory book maker because I know I had a little tag that I thought would be really sweet that would be able to cut that, and it was like perfect. Look at that, the garden is my happy place. So I used that center piece there, and then I'll just cut this guy out since they kind of mat like this, and I will be right back. Okay, and I went through my stash and I just found this little cutie. Hold on. Some ribbon that I can make a bow with, and I'll probably just make a finger bow and add it there. Now I could have wrapped this around the actual thing. This little flower, the other day I was looking for flowers for a project and it's been sitting here and it popped in here. Cute. But anyhow, you know, I could have wrapped it around the whole thing if you want, or behind this part, so it's just attached, but you know, I'm just going to pop it on top. So again, super easy. Start with your two fingers, start with this on top, goes over the index finger, under and, I always want to say under and over, but it's under your middle finger, over your index finger, and then back over your middle finger. So I'm going to do that again. I didn't leave myself enough, so leave yourself a good amount, because what you're going to need to do is finish off that loop, and then go across all your fingers. Well, not all your fingers, but in between your fingers across all these ribbons and loops. Just go right through. And you just made this cross here, basically. So you're going to take this and stick it under that. And now we're talking. And now you pull that tight. And that's what's going to make your bow nice and tight. So, you know, give yourself some room. Plenty of excess bow. And for my bows, I'm going to fight with this to get these guys off. I made them a little snug. I like to singe the edges so that they don't come apart. And that depends on the material you're using, you know. Some ribbons fray more than others. So this is the side of your bow that's the pretty side. And so I'm just going to take this and see which way I need to cut a little bit off. And I do it a little bit longer just in case, because when I go to singe it, it's quite possible that I need to do it again, because sometimes when you singe a little too much, and then the bow looks wacky, but that's pretty good. And same thing on this side. Just a little something, so that doesn't fall apart. Okay guys, so I'm going to fire up my glue gun, and of course I, you know, start up and I'm going to glue that right there. I could put this tag on here. You know, it's cute there too, but I think I'm just going to place this here. So I'm probably going to cut off that little bit of tag and just glue that down, and that's it. So again, glue gun, and put this little guy in here. I'm just going to go around the edge. But I could also still put some twine on that and just place it there if you wanted to do something like that. That'd be really sweet too. And I don't know, maybe I'll pop it up with a little bit of dimensional adhesive. So I'll just get my 3D glue gel and pop it up just a little bit right under here. And there it is. Thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully that gave you a sweet idea to use this beautiful set. Again, it comes with the blister packs, which are really fun to play with. And thank you so much, Tonic, for sending these for review. And I will have some images for you guys. I'll have the links in the description box. So I hope you're having a great Cyber Week, and I'll see you guys at the next one. Bye now.